I'm going to share with you the top 5 reasons why I was able to sign clients in my business that the YouTube gurus just won't tell you, and we're just trying to push the course on you, but this is the truth. But wait there's one thing I need to go over first. So, although you see me now as a highly sophisticated multi-millionaire at the age of 22, with 25 successful businesses globally across the world, it didn't all begin like that. So back in 2012, shortly after the release of The Wolf of Wall Street, I set off on my quest to start my own business. Looking on the first place where everyone starts when you're looking to start a new business, which was YouTube. And on YouTube, I discovered Tai Lopez, the king of Lamborghinis.
Here in my garage, just bought Hollywood Hills. New Lamborghini here. Keep this Lamborghini here. Is that it's materialistic?
And he told me that I need to read 100 books a day.
Read a book a day, not to show off.
Which, I wasn't quite able to at that age. I only got through about 99 a week, while you were probably still beating your meat in your mum's basement. But eventually, I was able to make £0 from this business model. So again, I set off on my quest, looking through YouTube on how to get rich. And I came across Iman Gadzhi, who seemingly signed his first client when he was 6 years old and had an AP by the time he was 12. Unfortunately, although I'm not as successful as him, and although I'm a multi-millionaire at this point, I was able to start my social media marketing business. And I signed up my first client when I was 17 years old. That's just 12 years after Iman Gadzhi. But although at this point, I'm hugely successful and have, multiple 2 clients in the bank, I will now share with you the exact points that I wish all these course scammers would have told me before I got started. And a lot of this knowledge is stuff that you can only really get from experience. And by the way, I don't sell a course. Not yet, but I'll drop the link if you want to donate some money to me, because I'm pretty broke right now. So although I actually got 2 clients in 1 month, this was actually something that was years in the making. And like yourselves, you might be searching on YouTube how to, the best business model to start, how to start a business and all this. That was me. And I did this for pretty much 5 or 6 years, just absolutely procrastinating. I had a few clients, but they weren't really anything serious and weren't really paying a lot. And a lot of you out there might feel, a bit upset that a lot of these sort of advice videos on, how to get rich and 5 tips on being a millionaire and, best business models to start don't actually work. And that's what I found. So what I wanted to do in this video, I wanted to share with you my exact tips that are going to be able to allow you to go and sign your clients this month. And I'm going to tell you the stuff that no one really told me when I was starting up, because there just wasn't anyone to really ask about this stuff. And a lot of these YouTube gurus won't tell you this because it's not very sexy advice or anything like that. But it's absolute wisdom. And some of this stuff that I'm going to tell you, I've literally only learned from actually doing it. And I don't think you can actually learn them any other way than actually doing it and getting experience with it. And a lot of the time, all these YouTube gurus are like, you need the best funnel, you need the best website, you need the best email marketing software, you need the next version of ClickFunnels. But the thing is, you literally don't need any of this. So tip number 1, and this is something I actually stole from Richard Branson, but it's absolutely invaluable advice, and it's say yes before you can do it. So Richard Branson says, if someone offers you an opportunity and you don't know how to do it, just say yes and learn how to do it. And that's so important in this game, because at the end of the day, you're, as a beginner, you're probably not going to be very good at it at all, probably have 0 skill in it. But the only way to actually, start making money and start doing it is to get clients. So most of the time, you're gonna have to go and get the client before you're actually able to, deliver the service that you're offering. So just say yes and get the client, get the money in the bank, and this is going to force you to actually learn that skill a lot better. Because if you don't have any clients and you start using your spare time to learn Google ads or learn Facebook ads and things like that, it's going to be boring. It's going to, it's not going to be very interesting. But if you've got money on the line, you've actually got real pressure on you. Then as they say, diamonds are made from pressure. So it's just going to force you to get good at it really quick. And the thing is as well, when you get a client and that forces you to start delivering that service, you just get better. The only thing you can be certain of in this world is that you'll get better with time. And there's no secret to success or anything like that. It's literally just the accumulation of working smart and being consistent with it. It doesn't matter where you start, it's where you end. And as long as you can, continually improve one thing, whatever you do, or just get 1% better every day, you're pretty much guaranteed to be successful. I can tell you that now. If you literally stick to what you want to do, whatever business model it is you pick, and you stick to it for, multiple years, you are going to be successful. And one of the biggest factors that kill success is 99% of people, just live a normal life and never make any money, or never get rich or never start a business, because 99% of people don't even start. So when you say yes before you can do it, that's just going to put you into action, start taking action, start getting clients, get the results, and then you're just going to be ahead of 99% of people because you actually took a start on it. And one more thing, you're actually going to have real money to test with. So, like trading, like I've done in the past, or like marketing, the game's a lot different when you're actually playing with real money. So when you're trading on Demon's account, you might seem like you make loads of money, and then you switch to a real account, you lose a lot of money. That's because risk makes a big difference. Risk and pressure make a big difference. So when you get your first client, you might not be able to do it. When you've got real money to play with, whether you lose it or not, you're always going to fail. You might not get results at first. You might lose the client, but that's just part of the business journey, and that's something you've got to accept. And it's all part of the journey along the way. So it's nothing to be afraid of. It's happened to me. I've lost multiple clients in the past. It's really nothing big, and it happens to everyone. So point number 2, and it's not to be a perfectionist. So this is something that I struggled with for a long time. I was always trying to think of the best message to send to people, to outreach to them on email, or the best message on LinkedIn, the best subject line I could think of. And this came from watching a lot of these so-called YouTube gurus and business people. They're like, you need this equipment, you need to say this line perfectly. When really the best thing you could possibly do is, even if you have a pretty shitty message, as long as you get that out there and you just get some volume behind it, so you send 50 messages a day, 100 messages a day, you are gonna get replies, and you're gonna start getting traction. And as I said in the first point, you're not going to be good at it first, but it's something you get better at. And if you're a perfectionist like I was, it's literally just a form of procrastination. So one example is the person that say you're a DJ producer or something like that, and you produce a song, and it might not be the best, but you're happy with it, so you send it out to other DJs, and it gets ended up played by other DJs. Or the person who has this song, they don't think it's good, but it might actually be amazing, but they never send it out to anyone, so they never get recognised for it. The other person who sent it out may not have a good song, but they've got it out there, they've took action, and they're getting themselves in front of people that can actually give them money, and they can exchange their value for money with them people. And the thing is, if you look at it this way, on a infinite time scale, which we're going to get deep, but time isn't real and it only exists on Earth essentially. In an infinite amount of time, you've got to achieve everything you could possibly achieve. But you can't look at life as this sort of random, lucky sort of event, whether you get rich. That's not how it works. People don't get rich by accident, usually. If you do win the lottery and things like that, I think it's something crazy, like 79% of people who win the lottery actually end up going broke. But really, imagine you've got a brain and you've got hands, and you can actually physically manifest whatever you think and whatever you focus on into real life. And that is the power you have inside you, and you can literally do anything. You just stick at it for long enough. All the obstacles you overcome, just use them as motivations and push on. And don't be a perfectionist, because it's just another form of procrastination, and it's going to keep you stuck, and you're never going to make any money as long as you're a perfectionist. So point number 3, this might be a little bit more of a controversial one, but it's either you or them. So this one's to give you a bit of confidence in the fact that you might be pretty crap at first, whatever you're doing. But at the end of the day, this is your story, not theirs. So if you're going to lose some money, you might, upset some clients along the way. It's all part of your journey, and that's what you're pushing for. And it's inevitable in business. You're never going to make everyone happy. You're never going to be amazing at your job. You're going to make mistakes. So you've got to think at the end of the day, you've just got to do it anyway. Make them failures, make them losses, and just bounce back from them. Now, point number 4, and this is probably the one that I struggled with the longest, and I think I'd be in a much better position now if I actually took notice of people trying to tell me about this, and it's shiny object syndrome. So essentially what this is, if you're on YouTube a lot like I was when I was younger, to be honest, I'm still on YouTube every day, just looking at stuff. It's probably my favourite thing to do. When you have shiny object syndrome, it means you bounce from the next, golden trick to the next thing, the next business model, this crypto, or, Forex, or this business model, or this business model, and it's literally the biggest killer of success. Because as I said, in the previous point, the difference between people who are successful at something and who are unsuccessful at something is that they stick at it long enough to get really, really good at it. And when you get really, really good at something, you have value, and value is exchange for money. That's all business is about. It's about exchanging value for money. So if you do something long enough, you're guaranteed to get good at that. So with this point, just make sure you find a business model that works. You stick to it, and you're going to be successful if you just stay at it long enough. So don't get shiny object syndrome and go for the next new thing, the next new trick. It's never going to work. The best thing and the business model that's going to work is the one that has good fundamentals. There's always going to be in demand for it. Just look at the market, see what's in demand for it, and stick to it. You're going to have moments of doubt where you think, oh, I should have chose this business model, should have chose that. but the best thing you can do is just stick to it. Now, I hope you found some value in this video, because when I started, there really wasn't anyone to tell me these sort of things. These are absolutely golden nuggets, and I would have got so much further if I knew these things when I was younger. So I really hope these can, help you progress a lot faster and get results a lot faster than I did. Because a lot of these lessons just come from experience. At the end of the day, you just kind of have to do it. If I could leave you just one overall point, it's just take action and just do it. It doesn't matter whether you're crafting it now or anything like that. Just take action and start reaching out to them clients, start sending them emails, start cold calling, start sending them LinkedIn messages, and just start getting clients, and then learn how to do the skill. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to be dropping 2 videos a week from now on. Hopefully we can get a bit better at this YouTube thing. But yeah, if you like this, please like the video and subscribe. Probably beating your meat.